Hey guys, and welcome back to the Basement Dino Dungeon. So today we have lots of new figures to open up and review. The latest wave of Ferocious pack right here, as well as a Hammond collection Dilophosaurus. So I'm so excited, okay? I've also brought all the figures for us to do comparison and review as well. So let's get right into it. Alright guys, so let's begin with the first figure right here. This is actually a Wave 3 Moros Intrepidus Ferocious pack. You can see it has a new paint scheme. We will do a comparison with the previous one as well. Wow, very nice. Okay, so let's get this out of the box. This can be easily opened by just cutting the strings loose. So let me get my pair of trusty scissors. So let's cut the strings loose. Right here, just be really careful not to cut yourself or the figure, because you don't want any scratches on this really beautiful figure. So let's get this out. All right, I'm gonna put the box right here. So yes, Moros Intrepidus, looking great. Okay, so you're able to move the neck. The jaw can be open and closed. I think the sculpt is exactly the same. You're able to rotate the tail, the legs can be moved, the arms can be moved. Pretty cool. So if you take a look at this, you can actually pull this one up. This is basically the drawer for you guys to scan in your Jurassic World Facts app. I mean, you can download it from the Google Play Store as well as the App Store for free. So pause the video, scan this to review the facts. So I think this figure is looking great. Let me quickly show you guys the previous version right here. Okay, so let's do a quick comparison. So if you ask me, which color scheme do I actually prefer? I'm going to tell you guys that honestly, I like the previous one because I think the previous one is like more vibrant, much more colorful. Yeah, I really like this a lot. So I think it's time for us to scan this figure in our Jurassic World Facts app to review some information. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, so here is my Jurassic World Facts app. Let's try to scan this. Hopefully it works. Yep, there you go. Let me turn up the volume for you guys to listen to it. So, a beautiful Moros Intrepidus. So, let's take a look at some information about this dinosaur right here, okay? So, it's a pretty lightweight dinosaur, as you guys can see. It only weighs the weight of 3 dogs right here. It's a carnivorous dinosaur and can be found in North America. Very nice. Let's take a look at the AR feature. So, let's do this. Okay, let's scale it down. So you can see this really beautiful Moros Intrepidus. I think it's looking great. You can even take like a snapshot to save the picture into your phone, but we'll not do that, okay? So yep, our first figure of the day is the latest Wave 3 Moros Intrepidus. Do you guys know what does Moros Intrepidus mean? It basically means the Harbinger of Doom. I think it has a very cool name. Alright, unfortunately, there isn't any information about, this particular dinosaur in our dinosaur books. So let's move on to our next figure, okay? Let's do this. Alright, next figure. Let's take a look at this. This is basically the Ferocious pack Ionosaurus. I think this figure is also a brand new figure. It's really hard to find, and I had to spend lots of money to get it from eBay just to show you guys, as soon as possible. So let's cut this loose. Okay, Ionosaurus. It's actually another Ceratopsian. I've actually brought my entire collection of Ceratopsians to show you guys, okay? So we will do a comparison later. I'm super excited about this. So let's get the Ionosaurus out from the box. There you go. Nicely done. Easily done. I think this color scheme is just... Let me just place it, as neatly as possible. I don't think it can stand. So check this out, guys. This is a really beautiful Ionosaurus. As you guys can see, the colors looks amazing. I love this color scheme. It has a very nice turquoise base color. I mean, turquoise color as a base color. It has some very light green over here, which looks so great. There's some red patterns on the crown as well as the horn. Let me see whether we're able to open the jaw. It doesn't seem to be able to open. Let's try. I don't think so. I don't think this can be opened. It seems to be joined. There seems to be a little gap, but I don't think you can actually move it. So that's a pity. But still looking great. You can move all 4 limbs as per usual. The tail can be rotated, but I don't see the need for us to rotate the tail. And of course, the code for you guys to actually scan in your effects app. So pause the video and scan it, okay? So let's do this as well. So let's try this. All right. So let's try this. Let me just tap on this. It doesn't seem to be working, guys. Why is it not working? Let me just try this again. All right. I've managed to scan it pretty fast, and there you go, a beautiful Ionosaurus. I think this Ionosaurus is looking fantastic. I really love the 3D rendering of it right here. It looks so realistic. So let's have a look at some facts. It basically weighs the weight of 2 cows. It is a herbivorous dinosaur, can be found in North America as well. If you take a look at the AR feature, let's try this out as well. Okay, let's scale it down. It's pretty big, as you guys can see. Wow. Fantastic. You can make it raw just by tapping on it. Yeah, very, very nice, okay? So I think let's try to find some facts about this Ionosaurus right over here, okay? We have 2 books that contains plenty of information about this dinosaur, so let's do some research together. Okay, so we have found some facts about the Ionosaurus right over here. So it's basically known as the bison lizard. I didn't know this because I have never checked it out. So I finally know what does the name mean for an Ionosaurus. It basically means bison lizard because Ionosaurus lived in herds like a bison. Okay, so Ionosaurus was one of the most unusual horned dinosaurs. It had thick ridges above its eyes, which is right here. This is the ridges right here. Okay, and a forward curving nose horn, which is this one right here. It's bony frill with 2 large spikes at the top. There's 2 spikes right here. At the top would have made Ionosaurus a discouraging prospect for any predator. Yep. So any predator that has thoughts of, eating up the Ionosaurus will have to think twice because of this horn right here, as well as these 2 very, very sharp spikes right over here. So it is definitely there to actually deter any predators, which is very cool. Okay, next figure that we are going to take a look at before we do more comparison will be this one right here. Okay, so this is basically a new Velociraptor. It's a brand new paint scheme, which is quite awesome. So let's have a look at this together. It's basically the latest Ferocious Pack Velociraptor. So let's take this out. Let's cut this loose. Okay, easily done. Let me place the box right here. Alright, so let's have a look at this. This is basically a brand new Ferocious Pack, which is like the previous Attack Pack. A red Velociraptor. I think this is looking great, as you guys can see. Okay, so you guys may want to scan this in your effects app as well. Let's not spend too much time on this figure because it is basically like a another Velociraptor. So let's just scan this. Let's try this. Okay, it's not really scanning at all. Let's try this again. Sometimes it works fast, sometimes it takes quite a few minutes. So there you go, a Velociraptor. I think many of you guys have already seen the facts about a Velociraptor. They can be found in many different areas. So what about this? Let's try to scan this. Yep, pretty cool, as you guys can see. A red Velociraptor. Beautiful. So tap on it, it will actually screech and roar. So yep, scan this and review this and add this dinosaur into your collection. Okay, I think that will be awesome. Our last figure that we are going to unbox will be the Dilophosaurus. But before we do that, I want to show you guys all the different Ceratopsians that have been produced by Mattel so far. I think it's gonna be an awesome segment to this video. So let's do this. Okay, so the latest one is actually the Ionosaurus. a new addition that has been added quite recently is actually this beautiful Legacy Collection Cosmoceratops. If you guys have not seen this before, I mean, if you guys want to scan this in your FactSet as well, you can also pause the video and just scan this. So Cosmoceratops is another ceratopsian. I have no idea what does Cosmoceratops mean, so let's have a look at the information in these two books. So let's do it. Okay guys, so unfortunately these two books doesn't contain any information about this Cosmoceratops, so I've actually done a Google search. It's basically a ceratopsid dinosaur and is actually known as the ornate horn face because, this crown right here, it looks beautiful. It seems like an ornament, which is why it's known as an ornate horned face. Very cool. I've just learned this because I've totally forgotten about it. Okay, next up, let's have a look at another ceratopsian. Okay, how about this one right here? This is a huge one, a Pentaceratops. As you guys can see, it has like plenty of horns. It has like 5 horns right in front of its face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But these 2 horns on the side of the face are actually false horns. Okay, Pentaceratops, if I'm not wrong, is known as the 5-horned face, but let me do some research and show you guys. Okay, there you go. Pentaceratops was a horned dinosaur with possibly the largest head of any animal that ever walked on the earth. Wow, so this is basically like the largest head ever. Okay, it's known as the 5-horned face after its 5 horns. So very, very cool. This is probably one of the biggest ceratopsians in our collection as well. So let's take a look at our next ceratopsian. So let's go. Alright guys, so before we proceed with another ceratopsian, okay, let's open this up. This is basically our latest Hammond collection Dilophosaurus, which I'm super excited about because a lot of people have been waiting for this figure, guys. Okay, so let's open this up. Where should we open this one from? Maybe from here. I'll take like a box cutter. I mean, don't try to use this box cutter at home on your own if you are a kid. Okay, if you are an adult, please have your parents to help you as well. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, I mean, just be really careful when you're using a box cutter. So let's get this out. So you can see the packaging is basically the same. It even comes with a little screenshot of the Dilophosaurus from the movie. Yeah, very nice. So awesome stuff. So it comes with this really, really beautiful figure. So let's have a look. Let's get all the parts out so that we can actually assemble this figure nicely. Okay, so all the different parts of the Dilophosaurus, but we need to cut the strings loose which are attaching to the hands. So let's cut this out loose. Okay, very nice. So you can see we have a beautiful Dilophosaurus. This has got to be the best looking Dilophosaurus, guys. Okay, so I think we have to pop in the tail. So how do we do this? I'm trying to figure a way out, like, just pop it right in, I guess. Yep, and you can rotate it. So very nice. So you can see it has plenty of articulation. I think that is what's so great about the Hammond collection figures. Absolutely beautiful. It comes with this frill. You can actually remove it. Okay, you can remove the frill. Okay, this is basically the frill when it's open up. It opens up the frill when it's being provoked. Okay, and this is basically the frill when it's not open. So you can just, I think this is how you put it, maybe like right beneath here. Let's take a look at the box, whether there's any indication of the frill. I think, yeah, that doesn't have, but we can just have both frills together, I guess, so that we don't lose that frill. Oh my goodness, it's on the floor. Okay, let's try to place this one right here on top of the head, right here. I think this is not the right position. Let's get this out. It should be placed over here, I think. Wow, so difficult to actually put the frill on. Yep, right over here, guys. Right over here. And for this, I think I'm just gonna keep it right here. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it right here in case it goes missing. So beautiful Dilophosaurus. Oh my goodness, the Hammond collection figures are just so great. So just gonna put this one over here, looking very nice. Okay, all right, so let's see what else we've got. Okay, I think it's back to our Hammond collection. Okay, not Hammond collection. Let's take a look at a different Ceratopsians before we take a look at a different Hammond collection figures. Okay, maybe not, guys. So let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at all the different Hammond collection figures so far. Not the Amber collection, but the Hammond collection. So let me show you guys. We do have a Gallimimus, which is roughly the same size as this Dilophosaurus. This Gallimimus is also fantastic, as you guys can see. Absolutely amazing figure. Let me just put this one right here. So this is another Hammond collection figure that has been added quite recently. Okay, another one which is the Velociraptor right here. As you guys can see, the size is actually quite similar. Oh, we have yet to open the jaw of the Dilophosaurus. Looking very nice, I would say. This is a really fantastic figure. Yep, so beautiful. Yep, and you take a look at this. This is the Velociraptor. Also another really beautiful figure. So let me just put this one right here. Okay, another Hammond collection figure. It's the Ceratosaurus. I think it is a beautiful figure, but I don't really like the teeth, because the teeth are actually kind of like too huge, especially when you close them. When you close the jaw, you can see the teeth are like super long and super huge. So that's another Hammond collection figure. Another one is actually the Triceratops. Triceratops Hammond collection. I think this has got to be one of the best Hammond collection figures out there. The Triceratops. It's a really beautiful one. Hopefully they can come up with more variations. I think that would be great. Maybe one with a different paint scheme. I think that would be awesome. Let's have a look at are there more Hammond collection? Yes, we also have the Parasaurolophus. So if you guys ask me which one is my most favorite Hammond collection figure, I think it has got to be the T-Rex. And after the T-Rex, I'll probably say the Parasaurolophus is actually my most favorite one. It is just amazing in terms of the colors, in terms of the sculpt. It is so beautiful. So that's the Hammond collection Parasaurolophus. We also have the Hammond collection Baryonyx, which is quite a weird addition because Hammond collection is supposed to commemorate the figures, the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park. But I don't think Baryonyx was actually seen in Jurassic Park, right? And this paint scheme especially feels more like Baryonyx Chaos. Yep, from Camp Cretaceous. So it's quite a weird kind of addition to the Hammond collection. Next, we'll take a look at the two really beautiful T-Rex figure. This is the Hammond collection Tyrannosaurus Rex. Some actually said this is the best ever T-Rex that has been produced in the entire Jurassic Park franchise, which is kind of incredible. What I like so much about this figure is that you can actually move the tongue. The tongue is movable, and this part right here is actually soft and fleshy. It looks like an actual flesh of an animal. Really beautiful one. Let me place this one right here. Okay, you guys can also see we have another different paint scheme right here. This is from the San Diego Comic-Con Outhouse Chaos set. So it's basically the same T-Rex but with a different paint scheme. So this is a fantastic one. So let me quickly show you guys the set that this figure came with. Okay, let me just quickly show you guys. Alright, so I'm not too sure whether you guys have already seen this set before. So this is basically a limited edition San Diego Comic-Con set. So it's a very nice set, as you guys can see. This is basically, he's not exactly a villain. He is a lawyer from Jurassic Park movie. So he was actually sitting in a toilet when T-Rex came just barging in and just removing the entire toilet hut and just chomping down on this poor fella. Yeah, so this is a very, very beautiful set. I've placed it right over here. Yeah, just for you guys to have a look. I mean, yeah, I'm displaying this because I have two sets. I'm displaying one set in its original box. I'm really, really proud of this set and I really, really love it. Alright guys, so I have actually shown you every single Hammond collection figure that we have so far. I think it's time for us to go back to the different Ceratopsians, okay? So far, how many Ceratopsians do we have? We have Ionosaurus, we have Cosmoceratops. Next one, not too sure whether you guys remember this. This is actually a Zuniceratops, another Ceratopsian which is really, really fantastic. Zuniceratops, I think, is known as the Zuni horned face. I'm not too sure whether we are able to find some facts about this dinosaur. I don't think so, because this is actually like a very, very unknown dinosaur, and it starts with Z. So let's try to find. Yep, it's not in the book, unfortunately. Okay. Another one that we have is actually the Styracosaurus. I'm pretty sure that we can definitely find information about this Styracosaurus. It's a savage strike figure, quite an old figure, the beautiful Styracosaurus. Let's try to find some facts about the Styracosaurus right here. Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure, I mean, Styracosaurus is actually quite a common dinosaur. Okay, so we definitely have this in our book, pretty sure. Styracosaurus, page 218. Let's have a look. 218, guys. So let's go. 218. Yep, so this is basically the Styracosaurus. Oh my goodness. Even the illustration of this book seemed very, very similar to this figure right here. So Styracosaurus was a horned dinosaur with a remarkable frill. Its large frill had 6 large spikes. Let's count. Okay, let's count. 6 large spikes, but there are definitely more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, they're probably referring to you know, the longer spikes here. Probably, yeah, probably just this 3 right here, which are very long. And it's known as the spiked lizard after the row of long spikes around its frill. So, yep, it also had an impressive nasal horn that grew 61 centimeter, which is 2 feet long, and 15 cm, which is 6 inch thick, which is used to gouge predators. Wow, so this is a very, very great defensive weapon, as you guys can see. Okay, so Ionosaurus. Ionosaurus, I can't even remember what was the name mean already. I can't. Oh, bison lizard. Yep. So we have Ionosaurus, Styracosaurus, Cosmoceratops, Zuniceratops. We also have a Triceratops and a Pentaceratops right here. So we have a huge family of Ceratopsians. That's not all. We still have one right here, which is the Nasutoceratops. I've actually just brought the baby here to show you guys, okay? I mean, this is quite a new figure, so if you want to scan this in your Facts app, just pause the video and scan it. It's quite a nice figure. So this Nasutoceratops was found in, I think in quite, you know, the early stages of the movie. Next up, we also have a Protoceratops. This is quite a relatively small Ceratopsian. Let me try to find some information about this Ceratopsian. Let's search for P. Okay, you go to the glossary right here. Protoceratops. It's not exactly a super popular dinosaur, so maybe we won't be able. Oh, there you go, 183. So fortunately, we're able to find some facts about this. I think many of you guys actually asked me where did I buy this book. I basically bought it from my local bookstore. Yeah, Protoceratops is known as the first horned face because it is the ancestor of the other horned dinosaurs. Very nice, first horned face. Protoceratops was an early horned dinosaur with a small bump instead of a horn on its snout. Very cool. Okay, so where's the small little bump? It's just right here. Very, very, very small. So it's actually one of the very first species of the horned dinosaur, which is why it's known as the first horned face. I want to check up the Nasutoceratops as well, because I really can't remember what does the name mean. But maybe we don't have it right here. Yeah, we don't have you know, the information in this book for Nasutoceratops. But it's okay, because we still have another species to show you guys. This is basically Sinoceratops. Sinoceratops is known as the Chinese horned face because it was a horned dinosaur discovered in China. So let's have a look. Sinoceratops, maybe we are able to find some information about this. Unfortunately not in this book, but we still have another book of dinosaurs right here. But this book of dinosaur only contains 50 different dinosaurs, which is kind of little, but we'll try to find any you know, Sinoceratops information right here. Yeah, unfortunately there isn't. Yeah, it's not really you know, fantastic. I mean, when it comes to the coverage of the different dinosaurs, but it's okay. I'm just trying to tell you guys that this is known as a Chinese horn face. You can see it has plenty of horns as well. So that is another ceratopsian. Okay, so far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different species of ceratopsians. There's another one. We are not done yet. We have a Pachyrhinosaurus. Okay, this is one of the very first Rorivores. I think this is from wave 2. Pachyrhinosaurus is known as the thick nose lizard. You can see this portion right here is very thick. Okay, I'm pretty sure we should be able to find. So Pachycephalosaurus starts with P, so let's go to the P page right here. 249 Pachyrhinosaurus. So let's go to page 249. I actually love doing this, guys, because, you know, at the same time we can learn a few facts about dinosaurs. And let's have a look. So Pachyrhinosaurus was a short, fruit-horned dinosaur with large, bony pad of bone on its nose and a bony lump above each eye. So all these are like little lumps. Very nice. Thick nose lizard after the lump of bone on its nose. So this is basically like a lump of bone. Yeah, it's not exactly like you know, skin or flesh. Very cool. The discovery of Pachyrhinosaurus bone beds proves they formed herds. A huge group was drawn together as they either attempted to ford a river or were trapped by flash floods 70 million years ago. So they live in herds. I think majority of these ceratopsians, they actually live in herds. Okay, we still have one more. Triceratops. Of course, we do have the Triceratops from Hammond collection, but I've actually brought one from the Rorivores. I mean, this is not a Rorivore, this is a Raw Striker. This is basically the newest Triceratops that you can find from the Jurassic World line, not the Hammond collection line. Okay, all right. I think before we end the video, I've actually brought some Velociraptors to show you guys as well. So this is actually one of the latest ones, right? This is a really beautiful red Velociraptor. I've brought two, which are relatively new as well. So this one actually has the same mechanism as the Fierce Force Velociraptor. If you guys have not seen this before, this is also from Jurassic World Dominion. It's a very nice figure. But I really love this one. This is an extreme damage Velociraptor. Sometimes I call this the Atrociraptor Ghost by mistake because this figure is so beautiful. So let me just put this one right here. Okay. Last but not least, I have brought another new figure right here. This is actually an Atrociraptor. Okay. Atrociraptor right over here. So you can check this out. So it actually has a mechanism right here. You can press it and the body will change. So this one was actually added to our collection like 2 days ago. Yep, so I'm very happy to have added this to our collection. Yep, so I think that's about it, guys. maybe let's do a quick roundup. I'm gonna show you guys like a quick tour of what's coming up next, and yeah, stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so before we do another roundup, not too sure whether you guys have seen these new figures that have been added recently. We have just added these two figures 2 days ago. This is a Genudex series, which is a really beautiful carnivorous dinosaur. Yep. I can't remember what does the name mean for this dinosaur. Let me just do a research on this again. And of course, we have this, the Parasaurolophus, that came along with the Owen figure. So these two are actually new. These are actually very new figures, along with this Velociraptor, this Moros Intrepidus. I think this is like a new wave of figures that is actually quite rare. All of these figures are quite rare. They're not available in all the countries yet, I would say. Okay, together with this Atrociraptor. So all of these figures are actually brand new. I'm pretty impressed I'm pretty impressed with the new figures. I mean, the range of the different species. But yeah, a lot of countries, they don't have this few figures yet. I actually went ahead and purchased them from eBay, and Mrs. Dan was, kind enough to help me purchase a couple of these figures when she went over to Malaysia, the Toys R Us in Malaysia, and we were fortunate enough to find them. I was not in Malaysia, but she was there, so she helped me purchase a couple of these new figures. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I just want to give you guys another really quick look at what's going on. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay, another update is that I've got this, and you can check this out. So this is basically like a mini chomping Indominus Rex. This is basically known as the chomping action Indominus Rex. So I have this, and I'm displaying it next to this really beautiful Indominus Rex, the Light and Sound Indominus Rex. I think a lot of people, they don't like the figures from Hasbro, but I think these are like part of the Jurassic World franchise, part of the Jurassic World history. So I'm definitely going to display these figures right here. Yeah, I think they make such a beautiful display. All right, and on Tuesday we actually added this. This is basically an activity set that comes with like stickers, coloring books, and coloring pencils inside. It was quite fun. I mean, check out Tuesday's video to find out more about this set. So I'm displaying it along with the other mask. We are still lacking a couple of masks, to be honest with you. We still don't have Velociraptor blue mask. We don't have the T-Rex mask in brown, but of course you can take a look at this. We don't really have space for us to display more masks, to be honest with you. Yeah, we don't really have space. And this is where this is the place where I'm displaying the San Diego Comic-Con set. And right at the top, this is where we are displaying all the movie collectibles. And you can see some of the recent updates. I've actually placed this battle damage Spinosaurus in this acrylic box, but of course you can see the box is actually in quite a bad condition, so I'm trying to keep it as new as possible. So yep, let's move over to the Monster Island room for another update, shall we? So let me just turn on the lights. Okay, so this is basically our Monster Island room. On Tuesday we have also added this new Imaginext Pyroraptor. So this has been added to our collection, so this is really nice. Let's see what else we've got. We also added a new Owen. So you can see this is our Owen collection. This is the latest one from the Parasaurolophus set. So it looks really beautiful. A couple of new items include this one. This is actually not from Jurassic World. It's basically like a Stegosaurus vehicle, but it's not part of Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. Yeah. And this row right here is basically my Masters of the Universe collection. It's not exactly like dinosaurs and stuff, but yeah. So this is basically, a quick update on the Monster Island room. We also have this, which is the Babrick figure. but we're still awaiting the acrylic box so you can actually display this at level 1 gallery. Okay? Alright guys, so thanks for watching this video. Hopefully you guys love the unboxing and the review of the new figures. And yeah, let me know down below what other videos you guys want me to make on Thursday, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks and goodbye.